Yeah, for sure. And I'll tell you
Wow.
what, the weather has been throwing a few curveballs at us.
Oh, my
How about
goodness.
Saturday?
Saturday and today.
And
My
today's been
goodness.
fun.
Yeah.
Snow, definitely. Well, the lake snow is going to be winding down.
Okay.
So there's that. But we're still left with all this cold air that we have going on. And those of you who have been shoveling multiple times today, you will get a break. So there's that. But as you can see, the clouds are staying with us. We'll start to clear out a little bit. That's when the temperatures really start to crash. We'll have a little bit different temperatures in Cleveland and the lakeshore areas than farther to the south. But overall, the trend is cold. There's a look at snow mode on the radar. Now, I know this looks very impressive, but if you've been out and about, like through the day today, I saw sun and snow all at the same time. That's that Cleveland weather thing that we have. Believe it or not, the radar right now is in what's called VCP 35. I know, volume coverage pattern 35. Basically, it's clear air mode, a hypersensitive mode on the radar. So what you're seeing is actually a hypersensitive picture of the snow that's actually falling. It's not terribly intense, but it is fluffy, and the fluff factor adds a lot to it. The good news about the fluff factor is that that does not have a big impact on the roads. We take a look now at the traffic, and you can see things are smoothly rolling along. So it's been dry roadways for the most part through the day today. I think that continues tonight and for tomorrow morning too. There's a look at your current temperatures. It's 19 in Elyria, 25 the hot spot in Dover at this hour. But we're not the only ones dealing with the cold air. It's also out to the west of us. The core of the cold air is actually sitting in the northern plains. Big area of high pressure has a big impact on our forecast. First and foremost, it's going to shut down the lake effect, which it's already starting to do on the western part of the lakes. So as we take a look at the hour-by-hour forecast, yeah, we'll have flurries and some of the fluff factor going on as we head through the night tonight. But more likely than not, we're going to continue to watch the snow tapering off slowly. We're probably still going to have some tomorrow morning, but I don't think it'll impact too many areas with any kind of impact on the commute. But look at the temperatures. This is your air temperatures. Thank goodness the winds are going to be calm, so we're not anticipating terrible wind chills. But through the day tomorrow, that high gets in here. That helps to push all that out. We get some clearing taking place, and we're going to have a beautiful ending to the day. Probably a nice sunset tomorrow night, too. Keep in mind that big area of high pressure, I mentioned it has a big impact on our forecast. Once it gets east of us, it opens the door for a storm system that's going to wind up, come our way this weekend. Probably a rain-snow mix Friday night, changing over to snow with some rain mixed in for Saturday. That's the next one to keep an eye on. But for tomorrow, we are anticipating a beautiful day. Let's get rid of that. Here you go. Universal Windows Direct forecast, upper 20s with a little snow left over in the morning, then some clearing. How about mostly sunny and 37 on Wednesday? Beautiful weather. Great for that skiing that's heating up out there. Temperatures get back into the 40s then Thursday, then Friday. Here comes that rain mix, changes back over to a snow mix for Saturday, but we don't get the big push of the really cold air behind that one, so it's a little bit of a bonus.
We were so lucky for so long to avoid this.
I know, but January, boy, it does bite you.
It does. VCP 35.
VCP 35, volume coverage pattern 35, clear air mode.
I learn something new every day from Betsy Kling. Thank you.
Useless knowledge.
No, it's all good. It's all good. All good.